head, like if you got
I'm assuming
coochie,
because
like,
every coochie's
well, I don't know
different.
how big is it? Like not your coochie. The fucking I realized that was bad timing.
No. I know exactly what you meant.
Okay, thanks.
What the fuck?
Yes, and what's up, guys? Welcome back to my bad. Did I blow up your ear?
No.
Oh.
I was putting it back. My headphone.
Welcome back to the Just Up podcast. So we were gone for a week due to weather inclinations here in Houston. I live like an hour away from these guys, so and it was raining pretty bad, and I didn't want to get stuck because I drive a Honda Civic. So,
Low to the ground.
yeah, it's not happening. And if you're wondering, I got beat up by Joe's fat. I can't breathe. I can't breathe right now. So you're gonna hear me struggling speaking due to allergy season coming around the corner, and it's just I have really bad allergies to pollen.
John's playing ex-cokehead simulator right now.
Yeah, and I'm having withdrawals. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I mean, I'm glad that these guys sound snuffy too because it makes me feel better.
Yeah, the air over here is bad too.
Yeah,
I'm always like that, bro.
It's
okay.
Giovanni's like, yeah, the pollen count is like stupid high. So I was like, oh yeah, this is why personally I hate the spring and I hate the fall because it's either they're coming back to life
or they're dying.
And I'm just like, I'm dying.
Why is nobody pointing out the fact that pollen is just tree cum floating around in the air?
It is.
And we're just all getting coated in tree cum.
I mean, technically, we're coating the world with our dead skin cells too.
That too, but tree cum.
I mean, I'm all about it, but apparently I'm allergic to it. I found the cum I'm allergic to. But anyways,
I'm
welcome
over here
to the
like
Just Up
silent.
podcast.
I'm just like,
fuck.
Tree cum.
Yes, and with me, I have Joe.
Buddha the Great.
And we have Alex.
What it do?
Yeah, what it do? We're taking in that tree cum.
I mean, they're taking it in like that. I'm just gonna call it pollen.
We are taking it like that.
Well, it's tree cum.
It's
what is that tree
typically coined? No,
what is that? What does the pollen do?
Impregnate bees.
Yeah, and make more.
No. You're just like
Jonathan.
What?
Make more flowers.
Yeah. You're fucking with me.
I that's funny because Alex would tell me sometimes. She's like, sometimes it's hard to believe you because you're very smart, but sometimes you say some stupid shit.
Yeah, you should have seen the look on her face.
And it sounds stupid, but it sounds believable.
And I think I told y'all this the last meetup, but you should have seen the look on Alex's face because I was just fucking with her one time, and I was just like, "Hey, how do you girls not always pee yourself? Like, it's just a hole they all have down there. How does it not just fall out?"
It's so
funny. And she was like,
"You're not serious."
Yeah, she just stared at me. She was like, "You're not fucking serious." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm dead serious. It's just a hole. How does it not just
fall out?"
Yeah, like
it was funny. It's funny that you say that.
Constantly got to clinch your.
No. I'm gonna give a perfect example. I was asking him about Lisa Frank.
Okay.
He kept fucking with me on purpose.
She thought I was
serious. I have to know more details on this. What are y'all talking about?
No, I was showing Lisa Frank.
He even looks confused. Like
Lisa Frank.
He was on the same page I was.
Lisa Frank is a typical 90s, late 2000s type of
yes, the
art.
Books.
Yes.
Books. Okay, so if you don't know what Lisa Frank is, I'll put one right now. I'll come by, and it's essentially the essentials of the late 90s, early 2000s. Like you saw this everywhere.
Yeah, every girl had to have it. It was badass.
Bro, there was backpacks, there was dolls, there was fucking coloring books, there was magnets.
Okay, Lisa Frank not on the same page I was. I think.
No. I know exactly where you thought this was going.
So since I'm not gonna go there. He kept doing it on purpose. He had the most serious face. Like he's like, I'm
not gonna go into full detail, but she's like,
I recently deleted the video.
A historical figure that will
Lisa
share.
Frank, I'm like, the little girl with the diary, right?
I knew it.
I was like, the little girl with the diary, right?
If we're not gonna say it here, but if you know, we're sorry for laughing. But it's just because
fucking Joe.
I knew it. I was like, someone fell for it.
I knew that's not what she was talking about, but just
my annoyance
just
of
to
just
see the look,
Joe.
Yeah, she looked very annoyed and upset.
I'm still annoyed just thinking about it. Just dude, no.
That's actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty funny.
It was hilarious. But I'm just like, come on, dude. I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
I just kept the straightest face with
Yes, dude. Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, welcome back to the podcast. You know, this is
just stuff.
And if you're new from my regular channels, welcome here. We talk about anything and everything we can find on the internet, things that people suggest, even viewers suggestion stories. So you make sure to go to our r/juststuffpod on Reddit to submit your stories, submit your your critiques of our stories and our opinions, and also you make sure to comment down below depending on what we're talking about. You know, Alex has a weekly poll. Sometimes Joe comes in with some really, really stupid historical facts. So, you know, feel free to talk about it. You know, I was just showing Eli Pop our cold opening for our Lost episode, the one with the foot, the mobster foot. He was like, "What the fuck were you talking about? You're licking a mobster's foot?" I was like, "Oh, it's yeah." No, it was about Courage the Cowardly Dog. We were talking about our favorite cartoon shows. But anyways, so last week we weren't able to get together because of the weather. So we're gonna be doing a catch-up week, even though it's kind of been 2 weeks from now, but we just went to Joe and Alex's first convention, and it was AnimeVerse Houston, Texas. If you haven't seen the video that I released, make sure to go check it out. It was tons of fun. I feel like I'm getting slightly better at editing. Please let me know what y'all would like to see. I got my first suggestion, so I might be implementing that on the next convention vlog. But anyways, guys, so before we get into that, I know that Alex might have 2 polls this week because we skipped. Ow. Did you save the other one or?
Yeah, I still have it. I wrote both of them down.
Okay. So let's go ahead and touch on that, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, there was a picture. I'm introducing pictures now. You touching or picking this up? Yeah, it's a piece of caca. Money.
Oh, that's
it was money.
Right.
Yeah, it looked like a fat ass stack of money, just a piece
with
of
a
shit.
pile of shit on top of it. It just said, "Would you touch it?" Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm picking that shit
worse.
up.
I go to a 9 to 5.
Since I'm looking at it right now, Anna, I would just take what's not touching the shit.
I would
no. I'm still taking it. I'm still
Anna.
taking it. I'm getting the toilet paper. I'm getting the seat cover thing.
Kidding me?
I'm taking that shit
barehanded.
Bro, before we get into deep detail,
okay, I've always wanted to be the guy that threw the shit on the wall, so that would be my first instance of it,
dude.
Okay, and the only reason why I say that, and any of my custodial viewers out there, I used to be a custodian. I know that shit sucks, and I've always hated it. But if you're telling me this picture with a piece of shit on top of this money, I'm like. Just grab that cash.
Okay.
Absolutely.
See, okay. You used to be custodial. You ever have to deal with anyone shitting in the urinal?
No. Luckily, that's never happened to me. Now, actually, you know what? I take that back.
Not yet.
The custodial work that I was referring to was the school system I used to be in. Now, when I used to be a busboy for Mamaritas, that sucked. That's Tex-Mex food, so that's fucking someone's stomach up. And
that's choro.
We just had this conversation, so you can fight me if you want to, viewers. But Alex admitted women's restrooms are so much worse than
gross.
Men's. And if you've never been a custodial in your life or done anything, you have no opinion because I'm telling you, I am telling you, it's the goddamn worst.
That's crazy because, like, I mean, I've only been in men's restrooms, but shut up. They're not supposed to know. God,
you're right.
I've only been in men's, but like I've seen some pretty fucking. I've seen people shit on the floor. Like,
oh man, dude! Like, imagine that.
No. Think of instead of shit, it's menstrual cycle on the floor.
That
this
with shit.
Yeah, think of I wasn't doing custodial work. I was in security. I think it was a wing stop. And they kept on saying this homeless dude kept on popping up and kept on blowing up the restroom. They kicked him out. And after they kicked him out, he went around back to the back door. He took a shit and smeared it all on the back wall, like the back door of the restaurant.
Yeah, see, you couldn't pay me enough for that. You couldn't pay me.
I wasn't going to clean it because I'm not custodial. I'm just security.
I've never done anything like that, but I've shit in some weird places.
Yes,
like,
I've heard stories from you.
I've had my fair share.
But what I'm saying is, like, yeah, just imagine the shit in the urinal, but mixed with blood, and then baby poop and pee. And dude, I'm telling you, they like to talk a lot of shit that men can't aim. I don't know how you do not sit on the toilet and miss. I just don't understand it. I don't know how it gets.
I'd
on the
rather
floor.
mop up piss on the floor and
That's
clean a
what I said.
urinal.
I was like, anytime I had a custodial job, I was like, I refused to go in the women's restroom.
Men's restroom was the most easiest because all you had to do was piss and a little bit caca on the back of the toilet seat.
That's it. the extreme cases
piss on the floor and everything.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Dude,
pee on the floor.
I'll take that any day.
Yeah,
I'll take that any day compared to the women's restroom. Wow. Yeah. So
some chicks don't know how to put their shit away, or they just leave it there, or just like, oh fuck it, let somebody else pick it up and see it up, bro.
But anyways, back to your poll. So the shit money. So I put the picture up. Would you touch the poop for that money? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've done a lot worse for
besides money. Custodial, I caught my own kids throw up in my hands.
Yeah. I mean, I've raised so many kids that shit at that point is just like meh. So when he said it, I was like, easy.
What if it was bum shit?
For a stack of cash like that, yeah.
But it's bum shit.
I don't care.
Who's saying that isn't bum shit?
True. No, you know what? As a poop analyst, because,
You are a specialist.
I'm the poop analyst. That looked too...
Healthy.
Man, that looked photoshopped.
Bum shit would be too...
I'm glad that you're saying that. So I had this question to my coworkers last week. I was like, do human shits calcify like dog shits? You know how like if your dog shitted outside or you saw a dog shit in a week, it gets
got
white?
A belly full of white dog shit.
Do human poop do that? We couldn't answer. I was like, I don't think I've ever let out shit so long it would turn white.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
No? Why?
Because I've shit behind my... So I've... Okay.
I knew I brought this to the right person. I knew I did.
No, because... Okay, so the temple I used to have, Buddhist temple, everybody that knows me knows Buddhist temple. It was detached from the rest of the house. And sometimes there was just nights where I had to fucking go.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean... I didn't feel like walking all the way inside the house to go use the restroom. So I mean, I
pop a squat.
Yeah, I'd fucking pop a squat right behind the little fucking shed and just shit.
So you didn't think? Did you think about?
I would tell myself well, I had either paper laying around or some clothes that I wasn't gonna wear anymore and just throw them away.
So you're gonna, bro.
It's not like I did it all the time.
You're a brave man. I rather.
So were you gonna like do like dogs or kitties do? Or are you gonna go over it?
That was the plan, but sometimes I forgot to do it. That's how I know it didn't calcify.
I have to ask you. How many times have you done this?
A few times now. Did you say that?
At max, like 3 times.
That's crazy. Like, okay, so.
But it's not like they were all back to back.
Crucify me if you want. Crucify me if you want. So I was stranded on the beach once. And I needed to take a shit.
Dig a hole?
Oh hell yeah!
Hey,
but that was the most.
Shit.
But that was the most uncomfortable thing to
do. Compared to all my shit.
Right. So that was the most difficult thing I've ever had to do in my life. That was so uncomfortable. Like pop a squat and just like and know that there isn't a toilet under you is so weird.
Oh my god!
So did you like
for next week's
Asian
episode
it or like UK it?
Yeah, like I squatted
for next week's episode. I gotta try and see if I can get either
shit calcified.
No, like I gotta tell Tia Claudia or Tio Chris to tell Tia Claudia to tell Tio Chris because Tio Chris has been around for plenty of those. Mainly just because we'd be fishing or out, wilderness.
See, when I do that, when I go out fishing, I make sure I never eat enough to shit. Like, I'll fill up on water like crazy. Fuck. Oh, so am I. But I just drink a shit ton of water and just piss everywhere. But
dude, it's so easy for y'all to just whip it out and go pee-pee.
Well, I mean, now you have shiwis.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I got
one.
Has
one.
How is it? How is it?
I didn't officially, use it, outside,
but
I use it in the shower, to try it out to make sure.
To see how to cup
it
yourself
don't make sense because, you would have to, but
you
would really have to cup it because if not, it's just gonna dribble down.
Right. So I'm assuming, and again, sorry for getting personal. I'm assuming you have to adjust it to yourself. So once you once you're comfortable in knowing what the position is, then she can use it like outside or something.
Yeah, like if you got a fat coochie, like it ain't gonna work for you.
Every coochie's
well, I don't know
different.
how big is it? Like not your coochie. I realized that was bad timing.
No. I know exactly what you meant.
Okay, thank you.
He out of Joe's mouth. It's like China size.
It's pretty standard size.
So it's standard, kind of small.
Did you order?
I just realized what you were talking about.
God,
Yeah,
slow.
the bad timing, dude. I'm assuming Temu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's because of their sizing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like maybe if you go to like Amazon and buy like a shiwi, I wonder if there's different sizes.
That's a good question, dude.
By the way,
because I've been meaning to put that in the car
for everyone here, even the hosts. That I'm gonna have all the equipment that we use on the podcast down below and links with affiliate links. It won't be any kind of charge to you, but a kickback to us. So anything that we get supports the channel. My friend that was with the Pokemon boxes, he told me how to make the affiliate links and stuff. So now my store for the cards has affiliate links. So anytime you buy something from using my link, I get kickbacks.
Nice.
So it's super sweet. Super cool. But yeah, so that's crazy. That I'm not surprised you're the one that has a shiwi.
Hey, dude, I saw that shit and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Because just imagine like going to a festival.
Oh, yeah.
Camping,
like the usability, absolutely.
Random out of nowhere, you're on a road trip, you got to pee, can't stop. Or you have a phobia of peeing like that.
Do you think you'd be ballsy enough to like do the bottle thing?
Bro, I've been wanting to try that.
Like, because she's going to cup it and then like make sure it doesn't spill on the seat.
But that, I feel like I'll be on the edge of the seat. I feel like I'll probably pee on myself.
God, I'm fucked in the head. Because when you said the bottle thing, just like the image that popped in my head of having to try and pee in a bottle. But
that have you never peed in the bottle?
No, not just that, because I'm stupid. I'm thinking of a girl having to try and pee in a bottle and putting it in there.
And then with the shiwi, dog.
Like I said, that goes back to, I know they're two different holes.
Type gross images with a bottle.
Like I said, I know those are two different holes, but still in my head, I was just like, they're just going to put it in there and just fucking let it out.
I mean,
were we talking about the holes before the podcast?
Yeah.
Or during?
During.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I think it was before. Regardless, so we're talking about how like it was during because it was Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
And no, it's funny. Fun fact: Miss Guru actually asked me. She's like, we have multiple holes, right? When we first started dating, I was like, yes, I do understand that. She's like, and I was like, I understand because most dudes just think it's one.
Dumb.
Yeah. Besides the asshole, right? But I was just like, huh. No, I'm not stupid. Yes, I am stupid, but I am intellectual, so yes. Okay, so anyways, I want you to leave a comment down below if you would pick up that piece of poop to get all that cash.
Absolutely.
Now, granted, on the picture, if I remember correctly, I think it was only 100 bill and it was rest like 20s.
Could have been.
So,
but I don't care.
Now,
a stack of money.
I'm hurting.
That's my thing. Well, people will be like, I definitely do. Is my right eye being weird? This one?
No.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Then I feel like it's a lot smaller. I'm not having a stroke. Okay. So
not yet.
Oh, struck me. No, it was so funny. I was watching what fucking podcast was I watching this week? Because I like to watch our own shit just to see how we improved. Mm-hmm. And it was the Toe Saga. The Toe Saga. And I can't remember what the fuck I said, but you got upset and you're just
puffed up like Jigglypuff.
Yeah, I was just like, that's so funny. I was like, man, if Giovanni did that in front of me, I'd laugh.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of it. Like, so she does it, and I do it to her. If I'm trying to like get her to, I'd be,
yeah, but it was so funny because your body just naturally.
She does it.
Just like Jigglypuff.
I break very easily when she does that.
It's so funny.
It's hard for me to tell her no or try to be stern with her or strict, and then she does that. I'm like,
all right, you can fuck that man. Okay, so second poll.
Have you ever accidentally liked an old photo or post?
I have a story about this one. I've been
dying to hear this.
I've never done it. Have y'all?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I've been
my
very,
anxiety
very careful.
when it happens.
I have.
Because you know they got the notification.
And then
you know they have. And then you know what I'm saying?
And then
take
it's
it
weird.
away,
Yeah.
and they still get it.
What I was just about to say. Then it's weird because then you go and you unlike it, and
they're like, what the fuck?
It's not
Why is
there
it there?
anymore. So you know they're lurking. So
Yeah, like what the fuck?
So what's the percentage on that? Oh, by the way, did you say the percentage about the poop?
100% you said yes.
Oh, yeah.
One person I'm not gonna say because I know they don't watch, and I'm gonna put them on blast. Mom, how dare you? I know you would touch it, you liar.
Oh, so she said no?
She said no. She said hell nah.
Yeah, she said no. I know she's gonna put that
Mom,
shit.
I know you would. I know you
Yeah.
would. Yeah.
You probably leaving that one bill.
Like you'll figure out how to get it. Like maybe you won't touch the shit, but you will figure it out.
I'm not gonna hesitate.
Yeah, like
even at that, even at that, like I would like I okay, physically I wouldn't grab the shit and then move it. That's just me being stupid. I would just like kind of grab the beard that's not being shit and just kind of wiggle it off.
And then get like some toilet paper and wipe it off.
Just whatever bill's covered in shit, and then just go wash it off. It's not like it's gonna fucking dissolve. Like
I had
paper.
somebody say, since we're talking about this, shit, where is it? They said that they would use the hand sanitizer and just scrub it with all the soaps that they have and shit that has hand sanitizer. Just go wash it in the sink.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. So, anyway, so continue.
But
so
yeah,
what's the percentage on that?
73% said yes, 26% said no.
They're fucking liars.
Yeah,
now I've never done it, but I know someone that has, and it's fucking hilarious. Their reaction. So,
did they message you afterwards?
No, they explained to me what happened.
Oh my god!
I forgot why that was prompted, but they were like, you know what? I don't mind putting it on blast because he always puts himself on blast, which is fucking hilarious. But it's Paul. So,
I knew it.
Yeah. So Paul. So what? I forgot what prompted him to tell me, but he's like, "Oh yeah, that's happened before," and it felt so awkward. He just deleted his profile, Facebook profile.
Wow.
He's like, "I've accidentally liked it. I just deleted my profile."
Fucking bitch.
Wow.
As what back in 2010, Alex was saying, that's a knee slapper.
I don't know Paul personally.
Dude, I can't wait for you to meet him. He's such a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I don't know Paul personally, but my brain and just the way my brain works, the only way I would do that is if like, I don't know, I was beating off to somebody's picture.
That's what I said. I can't remember what he said. I just remember
liked it, and you're like, ha, ha, and just the shame, just the utter shame.
No, I think
the
he
hitting the phone, hitting like.
I don't think he beat it, but I think he was like face stalking like somebody he liked or whatever. But it was like years ago pictures, right? So I think he liked it. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have him like just because I know he wouldn't mind explaining it. But he's like, yeah, at that point I knew I liked this, so I just deleted my account. I was like, so that was the one time. He's like, yeah, you couldn't find me? That's probably why.
It could have been his one chance.
Now, who knows? Who knows? I mean, people are bashful. Guys are bashful. It is what it is. But yeah, when I read that, I was like, immediately thought of Paul. That's so funny because he went 0 to 100. He's like, I didn't even hesitate. I deleted it.
That's, bro, come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Paula. Bro, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
That's bad.
It was really funny. But anyway, so before we get into today's topic about AnimeVerse, so this past weekend we had a hangout, Anna, Dylan, Ale, Moses, and stuff. All of us were there except these two. But whatever. But we're hanging out, and I forgot what it was, but because it was Alice's birthday, right? But we didn't have a lighter, so we're like,
Did you go to a club?
Huh?
Did y'all go to a club?
No, because Giovanni had to work.
Oh.
So we just kind of got her like a cheesecake and stuff. We had a good time. We were playing Pokemon and stuff. Actually, we didn't even end up playing Pokemon. We just kept on talking. So that's besides the point. So we need to go find a lighter. And Moises, her husband, boyfriend, told her, I mean, I can go to the gas station real quick. It ain't that big of a deal. We're like, fuck it, let's go. So me, Dylan, and Moises go. And I tell him, hey, let's go to the 7-Eleven I like to go to, to find my stuff. So we go. I go, and the guy behind the counter says, hey, man, you're the guy that bought the pack. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, you got more. He's like, oh yeah, I got a box right here. So I was like, fucking sweet. So I didn't want to be that guy because I'm sure the guys wanted to buy some. So I was like, hey Dylan, pick me out 10 packs. He's like, okay. He picks me out 10 packs. I was like, you buy anything? He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take 6. So I was like, okay, good, because I was gonna buy them all right now. I was like, he left like 2 to 3, I think maybe 4 packs. I was like, fuck it, let me buy them all. And I was like, hey, can I keep the box so I can have it display? He's like, yeah. I was like, hey man, I don't know if this is weird or anything, but can I give you my number? And like the next time y'all get a shipment in, just give me a call. I'm literally down to Surging Sparks,
bro.
And I told him, I was like, the next time you get a box in, just give me a call, shoot me a text, just like, hey. He's like, I got you, bro.
Let me know too, like when y'all get some, because she's dying for those Pikas. At least one of them. She wants the gold one, or at least a standing.
What's crazy is that I had about like 6 loose packs from the first time I found the boxes, and I bought about, I think it was like 17. So it was something like that. So I spent a good penny on it. Regardless, I had 21 packs. So I was like, I told Ivani, I was like, choose your favorite pack, this and that. I'll choose my favorite pack. I'll try to make it to 20. I'm going to go back to buy more. And, dude, we pulled a gold Executor, and we pulled a full Archelodon. We probably plussed about like $60 on those 2 packs. I was just like, dang. If I wasn't wanting to save this shit, I want to rip them all open right now. I was like, nope, can't do it. So, yeah, so hopefully I got a plug at the 7-Eleven. That'd be cool. And I'm not trying to scalp people, so you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Because I've had opportunities to scalp, and I have not. Not.
We don't scalp.
Buying stuff.
We do not scalp. We buy large amounts for us to open, or Jonathan's for his to seal. Personal
But
collection.
I never buy the store out.
Yeah.
Ever. So the only time I did that once, and I kind of felt guilty, but I didn't buy all the Pokemon products. I just bought Surging Sparks, was when I found them at Barnes & Noble, and those 3 ETBs. So I bought all those. So I don't feel guilty about that. But
hey, that's
I left Obsidian Flames, I left Prismatic, all that.
Speaking of feeling guilty, do me a favor. Look over there.
You opened it.
You said that real quick, and yes, I did.
Oh, did you pull anything good?
Not really. I mean, yes and no.
What'd you pull?
Another Sleeping Mew.
Okay.
And which honestly, I actually looked at the price charting on that bitch, and boy, that bitch jumped actually significantly. And in December, it was sitting around $7, and January and February now it's at $27.
Yeah, and what's crazy about it is because most singles and slabs are taking a nosedive right now. So the fact that it's holding its value, it's crazy. So anything else that I want?
No. Oh, I actually found something that I'm more likely gonna run in my deck. Let me show you.
How dare you not text us that you opened it?
I know this was
late.
This was a
basically when we finished.
A late impulse.
When we started and finished, it was like when we finished and start a stream.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I pulled the Deoxys and the Entei.
Okay,
the Entei I'm going to use for my deck.
I was like, are you trading them? Because I might be interested.
The Entei I'm using for my deck. We pulled 2 Dusclops.
I took 1.
Okay.
Not too much. We didn't get, but
Duskull.
Oh yeah, Duskulls. 2 of the Galarian Gallery. Duskulls.
Excuse you.
Oh, a lower module. That's cool. Hold on. Okay, so
that Soul Rock and those other ones are pretty much in the first couple of pages of what we got.
I want the Thievel. I want. Do I want to? I definitely want to trade for the Deoxys.
Yeah, that Deoxys is pretty sick, to be honest.
It's a little top heavy, so it might be a 9. But
very pretty card.
But the Entei.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that in my deck. It's the fire Raikou.
Yeah, fire Raikou.
It does some damage. It could do some damage. Plus, especially against you. When I could load up my fucking 5, and then you load up your fucking 8.
They're just mad at me.
Yes, I'm finding different ways to.
All right, you became my girlfriend.
I mean,
but that's crazy. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
That's the name of the game. I mean,
yeah.
I'm glad you opened it. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah. Honestly, we were pretty happy about opening it still.
Well, I mean, to each their own. So you know, it's unfortunate. So I got on this side of town a lot sooner than I thought. So I went to Buc-ee's, even though I'm broke as fuck right now. I wanted some carne, so I got myself some beef jerky.
Anything there?
Have any
Not a goddamn thing. Not even the section. I think the section's been taken away.
It's been gone for about
That was the last time we went. There was like two
times we went
of the temporal forces.
It's
the one that has like iron leaves and fucking. Is that temporal forces or paradox rift? Okay.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was like, no, let's go.
Yeah, we were looking through temporal forces and paradox rift, and like there's not really. I mean, the Groudon's pretty cool.
I mean, there are money cards in there, but it's too new of a set. I know it's gonna get printed again. I was just like, dang. But anyway, so that was my story about getting more Surging Sparks. So that's super exciting. So now we're going to the AnimeVerse. If you haven't seen the video, make sure to go check it out. We had tons of fun. It was Alex and Joe's first convention, and we're just gonna go through it, talk about it, how their experience was. If you've never been to a convention, at least at that size, what to expect for first-time goers. Me and Avani are now vets to conventions because we've gone to so many. So
wait, more.
I know. The thing they're hinting at. I know the thing they're hinting at is
that's more gold dust than anything else.
Is the one thing I told them to be very wary of is the smell.
The smell was all too fucking real and.
Man, no, it's coming from a woman. I was very disappointed.
No,
but it was wait. It was too early. It was only one section from what I remember.
Okay. Yes.
And, bro, if y'all watching, if y'all people in the wrestling hobby category, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, dude? Put some fucking deodorant. Out of all people, I would expect y'all to put some fucking deodorant. Y'all asses didn't put no damn deodorant.
You know, I thought she was going to try and take it easy and I was going to rip him into a new ass, but she fucking...
No, I was so disappointed. Like, there was only 2 wrestling booths.
It was you stinky bastards, the wrestling fans. Man,
I feel bad for Rey Mysterio. And
man, that was my first... I told her, that was my first thought. I was like, man, Rey has to meet one of these bastards. And like I thought
multiple,
and I thought so. Luckily, Ray was just sitting down and just like meeting like that. We got to meet Zilla Fatu.
He was standing and like,
we got to
interacting,
a hug and this and that. I thought that Ray had to endure that shit, and I honestly felt so bad for him. But
yeah, so me and Mrs. Guru really like to go early in the morning. One, to get the most opportunity. It's not as crowded. I get angry the more people are around me, and so does she. And so we like to, and also avoid the smell that just happens. So we like to get there. It was nice and spacious because you can see in my video it gradually gets way more packed in my video. So in the beginning we have arm room. Us 4 can stand like
far
that,
away from
and
each other.
We're good. By the end of the video, we're all like doing duck because you just don't have the space, which is good. Like I like that for the community, but it's just me agento, I get overstimulated, so I'm just like fuck. So I start getting irritated, but that's why I forgot to make an ending for the video because I was one, I got hangry. 2, I was getting antsy, so I was like, you know what, I gotta go. And
Alex was saying that she was wanting to check out the game section more, where they they had a little tournament area.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do that because after y'all said y'all are going to the car, I didn't know what he had in store. Basically, I know he wanted sealed product, but I didn't want him to like linger on too far and us being gone too long or whatever.
Oh, I mean, we ate. That's the thing. We made sandwiches.
Oh. Well, he had something dark to say to what I was gonna say, because like he said, he already forgot, but I remember, because like he said, I wanted to play the games.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people playing different type of games. I saw this one dude play by himself. He was playing Street Fighter. I wanted to go just randomly go sit over there and just go sit and just play. Him, like he remembers. You remember now?
Yeah.
Do you want to add to what I was gonna say? Because I wanted to play.
It was funny because it was just a stupid ass scenario that played out in my like it was just quick. When she told me about it, I'm like, that's funny. I go, you could have the guy could have just been there by himself all alone, and then you sat next to him and he's like, oh my God, who's this girl that sat next to me and wants to play this game with me? Oh my God, this is the love of my life I've been waiting for. And then I walk up and kiss you on the cheek. Hey, babe. Like that. And then that's his fucking villain arc.
Honestly, it's very possible. Not going to lie. But so we get a little bit more context.
I want to do that next time.
In this section, in this convention, you had your anime stuff, you had your Pokemon stuff, you had your collector stuff, and then in the very back you had your meet and greets, you had your stage, and stuff like that. And then on the right side of the whole convention, you had like gaming area where people can play tournaments, you can play like these arcade cabinet machines, all this kind of cool stuff. So I saw that stuff at first. When y'all went to, as soon as we walked in, I saw it. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe Alex is up. But then y'all walked left. I was like, okay, we're going that way.
Well, I was just going close to wherever y'all were. So,
and
stay close together.
It was more the fact that once y'all went to the butcher to get some beers. So that's why we kind of stayed on that side because it was already on the left side. We're already across the. So, again, because this was at NRG Stadium, NRG's huge. Obviously, there was a lot more packed vendors, stuff like that.
Center. NRG Center.
Oh, yeah, because she made a big deal about it.
Because I thought it was at the stadium.
Oh, no.
But it's the center.
Center, yes. Okay. So, regardless. So, what ended up happening is that we kind of just went through, like, all the Artist Alley and all, like, the collector stuff. What made me laugh about that video was hearing Iovanni's voice.
Boyfriend.
She makes so much commentary that sometimes I don't hear her. And the fact that I had a mic on her while I was editing, I was like fucking dying.
Come here, boyfriend.
The one thing I left in there.
Look, boyfriend. I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah. She's awesome.
Every time she did, I was like this in my brain. And then later on when we hung out and when she was doing it, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, no, that's how she gets my attention as a boyfriend. But the one part I left in the fucking videos when it's like, everywhere I see is boobs.
Oh yeah, breasts everywhere.
Drawings on real people,
man.
everywhere.
Oh, bro. So, you know how many fucking anime pussies I've seen? Fucking just.
Oh, absolutely.
So many mouse mats.
Yes, with boobies,
tits,
even men boobies.
Like I couldn't even find one that was like decent for me to want to buy myself instead of freaking breasts or coochie or bulge.
That's
furry
the
bulge or just bulge.
The one thing I wish she did buy was the fucking cat, the fluffy cat. You remember the money cat that was a pillow?
Oh
yeah, I really wanted it.
So yeah, I was going through it. I was looking at all the stuff. There was a couple things I wish I would have bought, but obviously I was a little bit tighter on money then as well due to some bills I had to take care of. But yeah, so the convention itself was great. So what overall experiences? What y'all think?
It was fun, honestly.
It was awesome.
It was really fun. I was hoping a little more, but I mean, I could see that was all on the right side, like all the like activities and free shit. But I was thinking there was gonna be a little more than that. But we just I mean, I enjoyed everything. We technically just kind of paid to walk around and buy shit, but
that's essentially what it is.
I still had lots of fun. I'm not complaining about paying to go do that, it was lots of fun.
It was
honestly.
an anime pulga.
Yeah, there you go. That's the best way to explain
it. The way I see it, especially with that, because the first time, because I think Ivani said the same thing. She's like, you're paying to go spend money. I was like, well, you got to look at it this way. When you think about like buying the stuff that we enjoy, you have to either go online or you have to go to specialty stores, and you're spending more time, more money in that
it's
sense.
But
here, it's convenience. You have it all together. Sometimes you can get deals. You can actually make connections with vendors, stuff like that. So it's I find it I find it worth it because it's just an experience overall. That's why me and Ivani love going. But it's just a rule of ours. We always go by door openings because then it gets stinky. Like, I promise you, if y'all go with us on the free one, it's going to stink. It's going to stink.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yo.
Alex's first words to me, she was like, it stunk, but I'm kind of let down.
Yeah, really.
Because it wasn't everywhere. NRG Center is huge, and they had those ACs pumping. Imagine these small little stores that don't have the pumping AC and stuff. Man, bro, I'm telling you.
The one in Pasadena, I'm really hyped for that one. I'm
gonna be an asshole when that happens. I'm like, somebody fucking stink. I'm gonna say it out loud. Somebody stink.
I'm thinking maybe I might do the whole deodorant
I'm gonna bring Axe for us because even I started sweating. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because even I started sweating and I was.
Oh man, me too.
So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring some aerosol just while we're walking around.
I might do a small cosplay.
You know what?
Oh yeah, do it. That's
what
Eli
would be
ended up doing.
You know what's a big help too? If some people are just self-aware that they stink.
But that's the problem. People don't have this. Okay, I'm not trying to get political here. I'm not trying to get political
What was
here,
that? Did you almost gag?
No, it's just more the fact that something as basic as clean yourself and the way to look at things politically now, that people just aren't self-aware that the bigger picture of things.
Man, okay.
So, but I'm not getting political here.
Man, to sum that out, all through middle school and high school, how do you not feel that breeze in your ass crack? I know you feel that.
Yeah, Joe.
Pull it up.
Me?
Wear your suspenders.
Like, y'all don't feel that air going through that small piece.
I'll give you my affiliate.
I know we kind of big. It might be, you probably didn't wipe right. It might be kind of moist or not. I know you feel air hitting there. That's the same thing to that. If you don't smell yourself or smell whiff of balls or whatever, how do you not feel the air going to your back of your ass crack?
Man, she is passionate because this was the last thing she said last time too.
Hold on, the air in the ass crack. I didn't give a fuck if anyone seen my ass crack. I mean, not like I had shit hanging out of my ass crack.
Well, dudes, I can understand who don't care, but I'm just going from what I remember in school. A lot of females, low rise. I'm glad low rise is not a thing anymore.
Yeah, yet.
You talking about females?
Yeah, bell bottoms are coming back.
They're coming back. They're coming back. 90s are coming back.
Be quiet. Don't speak it out to existence.
Bell bottoms are coming back with the studded
I've seen
fucking gross.
Yeah, I've seen shit like that. Like fucking hipsters trying to fucking bring. It's the hipsters trying to bring back all the fucking
that's
the vintage clothing and fucking
influencers.
Yeah, well, that too. But I mean, okay, so if you were to give advice to a first time goer to a convention, what would you say?
Carry light as where your money is, and then whatever you're gonna carry, make sure it's light as well as for backpack, not too heavy, thin, not cheap. Dollar store, maybe Walmart. Don't go too expensive. No JanSport, nothing too thick because your back is gonna sweat.
Yeah,
wear light clothing. Put on plenty of deodorant.
If you're gonna
wash your fucking balls before you go.
If you're gonna do cosplay or wear faja, in my case, make sure you're ready to sweat and make sure you have a towel.
Pull the hood black on that fucking stinky clitoris and wash the fucking cheese off. Like,
yeah. Okay. Things you wish that were to happen at a convention.
Would?
Yeah. You wish that this would have been part of the experience. Because AnimeVerse has gotten big, and that's pretty standard of a convention.
I don't know because this is my first one, but the only thing I can say is
anything that you were let down about because you're like, oh man, there might have been this or that.
Homeboy, the first the black skin, the what's his name, the Mexican black dude. That was
you're just talking about the guy that dances.
Yeah. That was way too early for anybody to be hyped on that.
Yeah.
At least be on 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock for that shit to happen.
It might be time slots.
Speak for yourself.
It might be time slots.
I'm just saying.
When I heard that shit, I was like, hey.
Me too. I was on a whole other level.
Yeah, but y'all were already drinking.
Yeah. And other things.
Oh, I know.
But yeah.
I realized that real fast.
But other than that, man, I was excited to see him, regardless of the people surrounded by me were dead or whatever.
Yeah, I was getting excited. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I was excited. But everybody around me that was just like, just watching, I was just like,
yeah, they're like,
yeah.
It made my vibe not.
Honestly.
Yeah. That it was like, whenever. So, but other than that, everything else was an awesome experience.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, no. She kind of pretty much hit it all, like saying.
Especially seeing Pikachu.
Oh, yeah. That part of the video I had to keep in. I was like, she was so amped.
Hell yeah. I was like so excited. I wanted to hug it. But I want boundaries.
Right.
Did you see the dude dressed up as a Helldiver?
Yes.
Yeah, I took a picture with him like that. And then he goes like, man, it's fucking hot in this thing. I'm like, it sounds like something a bug would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberty. But
other than that, the stank, the performance piece. Since we went kind of early, I would prefer going a little bit later.
Okay.
But to see cosplay.
Okay.
And since we didn't have our walking pet with us, he would have loved the cosplay.
Yeah.
But the cosplay, I was looking, one of the top 2 things I was expecting.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we like going early, but everyone has their preferences. Obviously. I didn't even think about the parking thing. So I was just like, oh, okay. I'm kind of glad we came in one car instead of 2. Because most of the conventions that we've gone to, there was no paid parking. But I didn't. Really. Well, it's NRG, obviously. So it was going to be charged.
I actually had an idea. I had told Alex, but Alex was I actually got a homeboy who lives right behind the stadium, like in some apartments.
Oh.
And I told Alex, I'm like, hey, what do you think about going and parking at Nigel's apartment and just fucking walking over there? And she's like, I can't see Jonathan and Giovanni wanting to walk all that far.
Wasn't
I'm like
South
I was like, they could park right there. I mean, like,
no.
Well, it's not that we want to park or not caring to walk. Maybe Giovanni, but
no, dude,
it's more of a.
He was thinking of NRG.
Yeah, I thought it was NRG.
No,
Stadium.
not NRG Center. That's why I said
It
center.
Further.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. I've done walks. The thing is,
that bro,
I'm like, yeah. I just don't want to leave my car unaccompanied. Yeah. That's my whole thing. So, especially with now more break-ins are happening, so I'm like, nah, I'd rather not. But it's not a bad idea for sure. But one thing I will advise anytime you go to a convention like this or any type of convention, make sure to save up money because things can be very expensive. I try to have cash on hand. More likely vendors are going to help you out without like paying tax and stuff like that. And because of these conventions, a lot of the internet goes out of the way because a lot of people are trying to access it.
Yes.
So that's what happened in the very beginning because that's why you kind of see, if you watch the video, we're talking to the vendor about buying the end card from Pokemon, the slab, but we ended up walking away because we had to get to an ATM. But luckily, he provided a hotspot for me, and I just was able to pay with PayPal.
Nice.
So he was a great vendor. We'll buy again if I run into him. But Giovanni ran to a ATM trying to pull, and obviously you're gonna pay a tax on that and some like fees and shit like that. So try to carry cash. Save up some money because things are gonna get expensive. Really quick, really fast. And if you can avoid it at all costs, don't eat there because that's going to be very expensive. Well, unless you want the full course of
pre-game, if you're going to drink.
Right. Because, how much were your beers?
$7.
Yeah. See, that's why.
But then again, we really haven't had a lot of events together. I save up, and then when it comes to like events, I don't care.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. If you want to have the full experience, go for it, absolutely. But as a vet to convention, because I've been going for years and years,
you know how to save.
Yeah, I'm just like I'd rather spend on shit I want than do. I would go to my car. Honestly, if I wasn't so irritated and hangry, I probably would have went to the car, ate, and came back. Because it's a day pass. But me and Giovanni were already tired, so I was like, all right, let them have their experience, do whatever they need to do, and then that was it. That's why we never rushed y'all. We were like, y'all do y'all.
Now we know next time.
Yeah, no.
Well, next time we're
Well, Alex was the one who's like, well, they're waiting for us.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
No, we're fine. Fine.
That's why I felt antsy at the end.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, we're fine. We're in the AC. Yeah. We're good. We're eating.
Now I know next time if we're gonna go in a separate cart, alcohol, because you can go in and out.
Yeah.
Ghetto. Food.
Don't get discouraged. We would love to drive y'all again, but that's just how we are because we just get overstimulated that way. So we just need a break and then come back. We've done that before. So, but yeah, if y'all want to go in your own car, feel free. But yeah, so that's what I would advise if you ever have a convention near you. The Houston area has many conventions. I can't wait to go to.
Portable fan.
Portable fan. Yeah, that's what Giovanni ended up doing because she has a heightened sense of smell, and I don't know what the hell where you are at, but it starts stinking real bad. It was real bad. So she uses that to blow air, so to get it out of her face.
I saw a few people doing that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But we're excited for our next convention. We might be going to a free one, I think, this weekend. But there is one at the end of March that we are going to be going to, at least me and Giovanni. I don't know about the rest of the crew, but it's called the Mint Collection, the Mint Exchange Expo. We got the early bird sales. I think it was like VIP tickets were like $15 a piece. So I think that the GA was like $10, but I think at the door it's like $20. So
what do you get with the VIP? Just
you get there an hour early, and we weren't gonna get the VIP, but I was like, it was a $5 difference. So I was like, if it's early bird, why not? She was like, you know what, you're right. So that way, because we like to go early, we'd rather get where the vendors are still setting up so we can get better deals. You know,
see what's fresh out the box or the binder.
Right. So that's what we're going to do. That's the end of March. So hopefully stick around. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff for that video. Because, like I said, I'm going to try to get more and more experience with editing. But are you going to be releasing a video?
Man.
I'm really waiting for this one.
Yeah, man, I haven't gotten into.
I've been busy.
I've been busy with a bunch of shit that I hadn't even really gotten into it. Like I've been fucking procrastinating and just fucking dealing with a bunch of shit. Just so.
I mean, I was just asking to each their own, but it was a part of the conversation we had this past weekend. They were asking me about like editing this and that. I was like, and I told them what I told y'all. I was like, upload one video a week. That's in 1 year's time. That's 52 videos. I can promise you that 52nd one's gonna be so much better than your first.
Yeah,
it's just all about getting that practice, and I don't care. And I told them, I was like, if y'all want to do that, it's just pressing record. It's just fucking doing it.
That's what I've been trying to do with my picture posts.
Yeah,
doing something outside of yes or no.
Yeah,
and that's out of my comfort zone of doing that.
And I can promise you, since we do this on the weekly, it's gonna be 52 polls you're gonna be doing. So I promise you, from the first one that you did to the one we're gonna do next year, you're gonna be like, "Dang, that's crazy." It used to be that shitty. Not saying your content shitty, but that's how I feel. I was like, "Dang, I used to do that." That's
no, I feel like that now when it comes to our old crap from when we
first started
in high school.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was cringy.
That was cringy as fuck. If you want to check it out, you can check out Big Stussy.
No.
Yes, go check it out. BIGSTUCCI. You can see high school high school Alex and John. We uploaded a lot of stupid shit there, but yeah. So okay. So what I wanted to talk about was what was crazy how this.
So sorry. Fucking joke.
What happened?
Joe tried to be useful or helpful.
And clap?
Yeah.
Honestly, didn't even think of it like that. I was just clapping just to clap. I was just being stupid, honestly. And then honestly, like probably like 10 seconds in, whenever you're like, that's when I realized like, oh, kind of for the audio shit.
Because we're already synced.
Never mind.
I love it though.
It makes it worse.
Yeah, I love it though. It was so funny. I was just like, I haven't.
Whoops.
So, real quick, just an update. I was showing Joe the opening of my AnimeVerse video. Make sure to go check it out. And he said that it's gotten better from the last convention. So that's good. Like I said, I did get some helpful feedback for future videos or future vlogs. So I can't wait to implement those. But I think I did a really good job. I think it came out well to show you the experience of a convention. So make sure to go check it out. But what I did remember that came up this past weekend is how small the world is. So, so it was me, Mrs. Guru, it was Anna and Dylan, and Ale and her husband or boyfriend Moises, and because anyway, so I love them. So anyway, they go outside to have girl talk. So me and Dylan and Moises are left inside. So we're just talking bullshit, whatever, and I happened to remember that I was like, oh man, I forgot about my old podcast, this and that. But Dylan was in the kitchen, and I was talking to Moises because he had mentioned how he liked conspiracy theories, and I was like, oh man, I used to have a podcast that that's essentially all we talked about. And so I look up on I was like, man, I gave up that podcast to one of the co-hosts there because they went a little too political for my taste. And I was like, I don't want my business to be assigned with those thoughts. So I was like, I resound my name to this. Y'all go for it, right? So I was like, I wonder if it's still up. So I look it up on Apple Podcasts, and it's still there. So if you want to hear fucking dumb fuckeries, like we were fucking annoying, but it was 10 of us. It was 10 of us in this podcast.
Wow,
that's a lot.
And that's me on the light side. It was called the Project Mystery Podcast. And we were talking about conspiracy theories like the Mandela effect, like overlords and stuff like that. We would go real deep into it. And so I was playing an episode So Moises is like, damn, y'all guys are funny, this and that, and y'all are informative. And then Dylan's like, oh, and he comes in from the kitchen. He's like, oh, you listen to Project Mystery? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, oh yeah, dude, back in during coronavirus, I would listen to that podcast. I was like, you would? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, you know that's mine, right? And he's like, what? For real? I was like,
How
yeah.
did you not recognize your voice? Your voice is the same.
I don't know. But like at that point, I was like, yeah, you know the host Johnny Biggs? Yeah, that's me. And he's like, dude, that is you. I was like, yes, it is. So I opened the podcast again, and I'll cut here so to show so I can bring it up because I forgot what I titled it as, but I could show. I was like, I could show you the opening to this to the promo so we can get more public, right? And right here. So here it is. So this is the intro that I designed for other podcasts because I was invited to other conspiracy podcasts because of the podcast I created. So this was it.
Hello everyone. I'm your host Johnny Biggs and welcome to the Project Mystery Podcast. Here
Sounds different.
I will be joined by my team to go
it
delve
don't.
into the darker side of thought and see what truth lies behind. Answer me this. Have you ever had something in your life happen that made no sense? Or have you ever questioned the news for something that came from nowhere? Please join us on our journey by subscribing for future episodes and to open your mind.
So that was the intro.
Fucking you! How did I know that? I guess because I hear your voice evolve to what it's now.
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah, it sounds way different from what now. Now you sound like you have more like.
But
my balls dropped.
Yeah.
they already dropped. What the fuck?
Yeah. So this is the opening for the Project Looking Glass and the Mandela Effect.
God, I hate y'all.
This is with Cruz.
Can I get an name?
He was in there?
Who did that? It was Adrian.
Wait. Hold up. Hey,
I'm already recording.
Your phone.
Oh.
So there's
Yeah. I've been recording. All right, let's go.
Keep all this in. What?
What's up, guys? It's the Project Mystery Podcast. It's your boy, the dude. Johnny Biggs is out right now. He's doing
He's homesick. I hope you see these marks. Like how I'm listening to this.
I'm sorry.
You got the mic in your throat, dude.
Dude, no, because, look, okay. I've noticed whenever you talk closer to it, but try not to talk loud. I have a problem with talking loud, but it sounds better.
Oh, shit. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Project Mystery Podcast. Yes, I'm keeping this in. How's everyone doing? Sorry we were gone for a week. We had team members, like literally 3/4 of the team was gone. So we're just like, yeah, we're not going to
Sounds like
do
your
this.
nuts were about to drop.
Yeah, they went on vacation.
This was peak COVID. Like this is 2020.
That's not even that long
I
ago.
was
You
waiting-
sound like a teenager
I
down
was
here
waiting for
compared to now.
Cruz to talk.
So we all had code names. Because we were talking about some crazy shit. So I was Johnny Biggs. I don't know if you ever knew him. His name was Josiah. He's the dude. And then
Josiah, their friend.
yes,
Okay,
Josiah,
I don't know him.
yeah.
But
Cruz was the Aztec. So let's see. They went on vacation. Okay. And we were just talking shit. Let's see, where is he at? Jimmy Small. Oh, here we go.
He spilled my drink.
The laugh. That's the laugh,
And
right?
then we got Joey Small.
Sorry, my Jimmy John. Sorry, my footsteps.
Your stupid ass laugh.
I hear him laughing.
Joey Smalls.
Hey, Jimmy John's
What up?
What up? Jimmy John. All right, we got the Aztec.
Hey, what's up? I like to party.
That's fucking gross. You can't finish a fucking sentence without laughing.
Yeah, so we had a podcast and he was like, dude, I used to listen to that. I was like, that's crazy to me. I was like, dude, I created
Small
that.
world.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
You knew of me before.
yeah. So if you like conspiracy theories, we're fucking idiots. And as you can tell, so I don't know if you can tell, at least from your first listen to it, but those were condenser mics. So the difference from those mics to these mics, these are dynamics.
more.
They absorb the whole room.
That's probably why it sounds so different.
Right. So that's why you hear everybody. You know, when we
Near the
laugh,
back.
we get pretty loud before another mic picks us up. So back then, I mean, these were cheap fucking mics that I were using back in the day. Mine was a little bit more. I think mine was like $120, but it's still a condenser mic, so it was picking up the room. But the rest of the mics, I think I spent like $20 a pop. They're like really cheap ass mics, but they did the job, right? So they did the job, and yeah, go listen to them. They haven't uploaded since I left, so yeah, I think they uploaded maybe 3 or 4 times because I'm not going to be that guy, but I kind of kept everything scheduled and telling everybody, okay, this is what I need y'all to research. I need you to do this. I need you to do that, right? Kind of what I do here. Not trying to be a bossy person, but it's just like, all right, this week, what were you doing? Right. So after I kind of left, they uploaded like 3 to 4 more episodes, and that was kind of it. I think the last thing I saw them upload was in 2021, so that was kind of it. But yeah, it was tons of fun, but I thought it was so crazy. I was like, what the fuck? You listen to that bullshit? That was me, man. He was like, what? And then I played it. He was like, dude, that is you. I was like, yes.
Damn.
Yes.
I need that straight off the bat. Like, how do you not hear
But
that?
you're the person that knows me the longest. So it makes sense. But yeah, and that's why we got in the conversation, because I was telling him, I was like, you see how crappy that sounds comparatively to what I make now? It's because I just said, fuck it. Let me suck. Let me suck so I can learn. And that's what I was telling Dylan and Moises. I was like, if y'all want to get into content creating, or your girls want to get, you just have to do it. There's no perfect scenario. You're just not going to know what to do until you do it, and then learn from those. And I was like, I watch so much YouTube, and I learn from other content creators. I'm just like, oh, they do this or they do that. So like I said, if you want to use any of the equipment that we use, make sure to click the links below. And if you purchase something, you're helping us as a podcast. It doesn't charge you more, just gives us a little kickback. So make sure to go use those links. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much. Have you ever gone to a convention? Have you ever done anything like that? Are you wanting to go to a convention? Are you in the city? Which I had a friend that he was like, he's so much of a small town, they don't have these kind of conventions, and it sucks. And he's like, man, dude, I like, and that's why I tell people, I'm like, man, you live in the 3rd largest city in America, and you don't go to these things. People are dying to try. I mean, fair if you're not into anime and stuff like that, right? But if you're into anime and you still haven't gone, bro, you're doing yourself a disservice, because it's fun. You see a lot of cool shit.
Especially if you live, like you said, the community is
pretty fun too.
In a small community. Going to those type of places, you meet other people.
You meet people. Like, I cannot, as a friend group, I'm the most outgoing. I hate people. But I saw Joe, I saw Alex conversating with all the vendors. Like, it got annoying waiting for them. I was just like, okay, another one. I'm kidding.
Yeah, because I'm glad y'all did. I did an accident a few times.
I'm glad y'all did, because y'all were just conversating, having, y'all just talking to these vendors, because they're just people.
But also connect.
Yes, and making connections, because y'all even learned how to do percentages from sales and buys. So it's just a lot of information that you can learn from just everyday schmoes trying to vend their stuff. And I learned a lot of things to do about my own store, which if you haven't heard, make sure to go check me out. I'll be selling a lot of Japanese and Chinese Pokemon cards. These guys have seen it. Pokemon cards are great. So
pretty.
They're very pretty. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to upsell anybody, but the quality on those holos are so much better in the Asian markets than in America.
Very,
and the best part, he's not charging scalper prices.
I'm not. I'm actually selling at the lowest. So if you're looking right now, the only thing I have in stock left is the gem collection, or the what is it called? The gemstone collection. The not 151. That's the Chinese. Fuck. I'll put it on the screen here. But yeah, I see people selling for $50, $55, $60. I'm selling it for $45.
Regardless, so birthday.
So great. And so yeah, my friends have been picking them up.
What do you get for $10?
$10, I can give you.
18, you won't.
I'll give you a Pokeball Master Ball. But yeah, make sure to go I don't know if I'm going to have my store linked here, but check my Instagram, check all that. I'll have the store there. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much. Where can we find you, Joe?
Facebook and YouTube on Buddha Belly Gaming. Ow.
And then, Alex, where can we find you?
YouTube, Talking You Stone, all together. Instagram, Mrs. Krabs with a Z.
Hey. All right, so are you gonna create a new YouTube?
To be honest, I've been kind of considering it, because
just to start fresh.
Yeah, that damn Mrs. Russian Krabs. Give me your name.
I'm telling you, like right now, I just coined GG Collectibles, so that's what me and Avani are gonna run with. So. Anyways, so thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, the people you hate, all that kind of good stuff. Because I'm sure I'm annoying to somebody, and I'm sure that Joe's annoying to everybody. Anyways,
absolutely everybody.
But anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
You want to hear an annoying sound?
Oh, I'm gonna hate that because I'm gonna forget.
Peace. Peace.